News 46 is brought to you by Dennis Hoff for Assembly District 36, a successful businessman who can't be bought, can't be intimidated, and won't sell you out. Paid for by friends of Dennis Hoff.
Well, a female has been arrested after her toddler was allegedly found unaccompanied on a neighborhood roadway. Amanda Denise Wright has been arrested for child abuse and neglect. According to the declaration of arrest on May 24th, deputies were dispatched to the area of Autumnwood Drive and Dandelion Street in reference to a child who had allegedly been walking down the middle of the street, pushing a stroller while chasing a dog. The child is described as a 2-year-old male. Witnesses told police that they were concerned about the child and took custody of him until police arrived on scene. Deputies say that the child was only wearing a dirty, soiled diaper and nothing else. Witnesses told police that they thought that the child lived near Pinewood and Autumnwood Drive because they saw the dog that the child was with run back to that area and into the front door of a home that was open. Deputies arrived at that location and tried to make contact with individuals inside the home. However, no one answered. Upon entering, they found a white female adult passed out on the bed inside one of the bedrooms. They said that there was medication bottles in close proximity to the female. After speaking to the female identified as Amanda Denise Wright, they said that she was unaware that her child was running in the street. Police also say that they received a phone call from an adult female who wanted a welfare check on her younger brother because a person who was in charge of them allegedly sleepwalks and tends to overdose on medication. Paramedics were notified in order to medically clear the child from any medical issues which may have occurred while walking out on the hot environment while barefoot. The child was medically cleared and released to Child Protective Services, who then released the child to his older sister. Amanda Wright was taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. And a local man is arrested for allegedly attempting to cash a fraudulent check at a bank. Mathiasen has been arrested for attempting to obtain money under false pretenses, possessing or receiving forged instruments or bills, forgery, and making and uttering a fictitious bill, note, or check. According to the declaration of arrest, on February 12th of this year, Brandon Mathiasen allegedly entered the Nevada State Bank on Highway 160 and presented a handwritten check to the teller in an attempt to cash it. According to police, the teller believed the check was written fraudulently and reported it to her supervisor. The Nye County Sheriff's Office was contacted. However, Mathiasen had left the bank before police were able to make contact with him. Throughout the investigation, it was determined that the check was originally written to the Home Depot in the amount of $20. The check was then altered and written to Brandon Mathiasen in the amount of $610.82. Per the account holder, the check was mailed off to the Home Depot on February 1st and placed in the victim's mailbox for Postal Service pickup. Police made contact with Mathiasen on May 22nd, where he was interviewed. They say that Mathiasen advised that he was given the check and that he indeed did go to the bank on that day to attempt to cash it. Mathiasen was then transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. And Terry Rogers took home the title of Ms. Senior Golden Years USA Saturday night at the Saddle West. We caught up with the 2018 Queen right after receiving her crown.
And the winner and new Miss Senior Golden Years USA is Terry Rogers.
I worked hard and I love this. I've always loved this pageant and the women that have represented it. So hopefully I will do half of what they've done. Everybody has to be who they are. You know, just my philosophy is be better today than you were yesterday. Yeah. You know, don't try to be somebody else. If that's not what you do, then don't do it. I want to follow through on the platforms of the other ladies because they had some phenomenal platforms. But I did research the Music and Memory program, and I have been working with Inspirations to try to get it started there. So I really do want to start it, get the foundation going this year, and then hopefully in the next several years, music has there's a lot of neurochemicals that are released when the music is played, and it helps with, like, especially what you do with the music and memory program is you go to the people and you find out what music they really like. And so when they can start singing along with the songs, it improves their memory. And science has actually shown that it improves the memory far beyond just hearing the music. So, like, for example, if you go see a loved one and they don't remember you, they may remember a lot longer than they would have. So what I need to do is get the healthcare facility or the senior care facility certified. So I want to have an iPod music and memory, an iPod donation drive, and actually a fundraising event to get the funds to get them certified. So all of their people can be certified to do this program. So, and I do want to expand it beyond just, just our memory care patients, because it helps not only just different types of people like with depression or anxiety.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, let's take a look outside there, Conrad. We've got a good view of the city. Michael Donahue will be here in just a moment to give us our week's forecast.